there, I hope you're well. Richard here. Today's question is, what is an argument that supports the idea that believing in something makes it real? It sounds a fairly mundane question, but actually it's not, because I have something interesting to tell you. There was a well-documented story I read in my youth about a group of people who would gather for a séance quite regularly. They obviously were believers in spiritual things, and they obviously believed that contact and conversations with the deceased were possible. I don't quite recall all the details, and it may have been a planned experiment. It may have been in one of Moody's books, so I'll just relate what I remember. One day they hit on the idea of conjuring a spirit of their own creation. This would have been very unusual, and how they arrived at this idea I don't know. But they all agreed. They set about this task by visualising their would-be spirit. They decided on a male and they called him Philip. They had many sessions and probably wondered if something as unusual as this would ever happen. Much to their surprise, and in the midst of yet another full-on session, it happened. A mist appeared, and as it lingered, it took form. They held their concentration and tried to control their excitement. From the mist, a man answering to the name of Philip stood right in front of them. They had a number of meetings with their newly found friend, and eventually Philip faded away. But this proved to them that it was possible to create or conjure something outside of themselves. We are told over and over again by motivational experts and advocates of positive thinking that how we think can cause manifestations of just about anything. When we leave the planet, die and cross over, we will discover that thought and imagination are the main drivers. Thought and action are one. There are no time issues to contend with. You think it, and it is, instantly. If you want to travel, just think it, and you are there. Bang! No time delay. In the meantime, here on good old planet Earth, the process is very different. You conceive the idea, then you formulate a plan or decide on a destination, then you work your plan and keep working your plan for as long as it takes to finally manifest what you seek. The law of attraction can be very slow. Hopefully it is quick and you are pleasantly surprised, but usually time plays a role in all this and it interferes with your plans. This is one of the tests you grapple with in life. When you cross over, you will encounter the sheer exhilaration which comes from the instantaneous fusion of thought and action. How do I know? I have been there and experienced this phenomenon for myself. Wow! So be careful what you wish for. Thanks for reading, thanks for watching, and thanks for the question. Till we meet again, take care of yourself, stay healthy.